All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are looking at the Route 66 Triathlon, but more specifically, we're zeroing in on the absolute single most critical component of the entire swim portion. And guess what? That's you, the on-water safety and lifeguard team. You are literally the eyes and ears of this whole event. I mean, while these athletes are out there totally pushing their physical limits, their safety, it rests entirely in your vigilant hands. So let's get you ready for race day.
Okay, let's dive right in. Here's a quick look at our game plan. 1. Welcome to Route 66. 2. The swim course overview. 3. On-water support responsibilities. 4. Managing swimmers in distress. 5. The missing swimmer plan. And finally, 6. Securing the swim course.
Welcome to Route 66, out at Lake Arcadia in Edmond, Oklahoma.
So, the Route 66 Triathlon Festival is pretty famous around here. It's known as one of Oklahoma's most welcoming, beginner-friendly multi-sport weekends. It's this massive event that really brings the whole community together. But, here is the unavoidable reality. To pull off an event this size safely, TRI-OKC depends completely on committed volunteers. Honestly, without the swim support crew out there monitoring the water, these athletes simply couldn't compete safely. Your role isn't just helpful, it's foundational.
Moving right along to Section 2, the swim course overview. Okay, let's get the lay of the land at Edmond Park Beach. You want to lock this staging area layout into your brain right now. It's going to save you so much cognitive load on a busy race day. See that bright red cross right in the middle? That is the main medical tent, sitting right between the Osage staging pavilion and the transition area. You, on the other hand, will be stationed down by the water at the beach start. Knowing exactly where that medical tent is relative to your spot on the beach, absolutely crucial if an athlete ever needs to be evacuated to shore. Now, out on Lake Arcadia itself, the actual swim route is a counterclockwise triangular path. During the race, your job is going to be monitoring very specific sections of this triangle. And here is a super important detail to keep in mind, so definitely make a mental note of this. While the sprint distance athletes just do this triangle once, the Olympic distance athletes actually swim 2 laps. So keep your eyes peeled for those athletes repeating the circuit. Which brings us to Section 3, on-water support responsibilities.
So, your day is going to start bright and early. You need to be down at the shore for the pre-race safety meeting at 6:30 a.m. sharp. That's where you'll meet with the race director and swim coordinator to get your final assignments. For your own comfort, make sure you bring your personal gear. Sunscreen, sunglasses, a hat, and a water bottle to stay hydrated out there. But don't stress about the heavy equipment. TRI-OKC has got you covered. They provide the kayaks, the paddleboards, life jackets, rescue tubes, paddles, and whistles. You'll grab your watercraft, secure your communication tools, and get out there to establish clear visibility over your assigned zone.
Let's talk about your primary role on the water. It is, in a word, vigilance. Unblinking vigilance. You are there to monitor the athletes and maintain constant communication with officials and medical personnel. Now listen up, because this is key. Not every single volunteer is going to be equipped with a two-way radio. Because of that, your provided whistle and your clear hand signals are incredibly vital for communicating across the water. Keep those eyes scanning, be ready to signal instantly, and hey, don't forget to give the athletes some really loud encouragement as they swim past. They definitely appreciate it.
Section 4, managing swimmers in distress.
So the crucial point here is understanding the line between an allowable rest and a race-ending situation. An athlete is totally allowed to hold onto your kayak or paddleboard just to take a breather. That happens all the time, perfectly legal. The catch? They cannot be propelled forward by you. But if you have to actively escort a swimmer back to shore, well, their race is officially over. You only make that move if they explicitly tell you they're done, or if they are clearly medically unable to keep going.
Now let's slow things down for a second and walk through a true medical emergency. Because if an athlete needs emergency medical attention or an evacuation, the protocol is highly specific. Step 1, identify the athlete who needs help. Step 2, notify race officials immediately. Use your radio if you have one, or blow that whistle aggressively and use hand signals so the medical tent is instantly alerted. And Step 3, and this is a big one, hold your position unless it is absolutely necessary for you to personally transport the swimmer. Why? Because holding your spot allows the rest of the on-water team to safely adjust their coverage. You do not want to accidentally open up a dangerous blind spot for the other swimmers.
Section 5, the missing swimmer plan.
The Missing Swimmer Plan, or the MSP, is a highly critical emergency protocol. Look closely at the specific trigger for this. The plan is activated when all athletes have reportedly exited the swim course, yet one or more bicycles are still sitting there racked in the transition area. It's a terrifying discrepancy. It implies someone might still be out there in the water, and it triggers an immediate, full-scale search and rescue response. If that MSP is triggered, the chain of command becomes absolute. The race director is exclusively responsible for activating it and following through without any delay, and without any outside interference. Your job in that intense moment? Maintain discipline, stand by on the water, and follow the race director's instructions to the exact letter.
Finally, Section 6, Securing the Swim Course.
So as the morning goes on, the sun's getting higher, and the pack of swimmers starts to really thin out in your section, you're probably going to ask yourself, when is my job actually done? Can I just paddle on in when my immediate area looks clear?
Well, the short answer is no. There is a rigid clearance protocol for a reason. First, you must remain in your assigned position on the water. Second, you wait until the absolute final swimmer across the entire course exits. And third, even then, you do not head to shore until you get official, explicit confirmation from the lead lifeguard or the race director that the course is 100% clear. Only when you get that green light is your shift officially complete.
I want to wrap up our explainer today by leaving you with this quote straight from the event guide. To produce safe and successful events, TRI-OKC depends on committed volunteers to oversee all areas. Our races could not happen without the dedication and assistance from our volunteers. Think deeply about that as you pack your sunscreen and hat for race day. You aren't just out there paddling around a lake for fun. You are the ultimate safety net. You're the reason these athletes can push their limits and chase their goals. The entire safety record of the Route 66 Triathlon rests right there in your vigilant hands. So, are you ready to be the hero on the water?